All right, so for this next step, we're going to take a look at doing the exploded view. Now, you need to make sure that you have your assembly completed at this point. Otherwise, you can't do the exploded view. So remember from the previous video, we have the assembly. Open that up. So here's the assembly. But you have to have the assembly completed before you can do the exploded view. Okay, so to do an exploded view, I'm going to go to New, and then down here at the bottom under Presentation where it says Standard IPN, IPN stands for Inventor Presentation. So I'm going to click on Create, and what this box is wanting is, all right, what assembly are we going to be manipulating? Obviously, I need my cube assembly, so I'm going to open that up. Okay, this is actually really easy to do. You're essentially going to be using the tweak components. And what I like to do is just pull it apart. So I have tweak components selected. I'm going to select a part that I want to move. So in this case, I have this orange piece, and I like to make it consistent distance. So I do 2 inches. So I pull it apart 2 inches in all the directions. And it also makes sense to pull it in a direction that makes sense for how it's going to be built. So I'm going to go back to tweak components. And so this light blue, I'm going to click on the bottom of this. And I want to pull it straight down. And you can see with my X, Y, and Z, I've got this arrow right here. I'm actually going to go in the negative direction. So just because it's not pointing in the direction that you want it to go, if you just use the negative, you can go in the opposite direction. Check. Okay. All right. Let me see. I think this darker blue, I'm going to pull it straight up because that makes sense in how this nests with the green piece. Go back to tweak components, grab this, pull it straight up, give it 2 inches. And then I have, let's see, the green. I think I'm going to pull that to the right. Tweak components, green, use my arrow, make it -2. And there we go. So this is a respectable exploded view. The next step is orienting it in space in a way that makes sense for the viewer to figure out how to solve the puzzle. So using the view cube and getting a nice isometric view will probably be helpful in this case. So I want to be able to see as much as possible and make it as easy to look at. So I'm going to I think I'm good with that. Actually, that looks nice. So in order for me to use this in my sheets, whenever I add it to my title block template, I need to create a snapshot view. So I'm going to click on snapshot, and you can see over here it has created that snapshot over here that you can then place inside of your sheets.